transportation model. It is part of linear programming problems. Actually, linear programming problems can be solved by using different methods, in which one of that it is called as a simplex method, and another method that is called as a transportation model. Now, in transportation problems, we have to solve the given problems by certain different methods. But in transportation problem and simplex method, in simplex method, if number of variables are more, then in that case, by using method of simplex method, it becomes a laborious and tedious job. So to overcome that problem, another method is used called as a transportation problem. In transportation problem, there are certain methods. Basically, we have to find out from transportation model, we have to find out initial basic feasible solution. So what is initial basic feasible solution, and what are transportation problems? What are features of transportation problems? Now see, these are the features. Kind of linear programming problem, simplified calculations. What problems are there is complicated or calculations are very tedious in simplest method that can be overcome in transportation problem. Basically, in simplex method, it is given in the form of equations, whereas in transportation problem these are given in the form of matrix form, and this method is used to minimize the shipping cost. So in that minimizing the shipping cost, we have to find out certain methods. In that methods we are approaching towards three methods are there, in which first method one it is called as a northwest corner rule. By this, we have to find out only initial basic feasible solution. Actually, another solution also we have to find out that it is called as a optimal solution, but we will see it later on that video. But for the time being, we have to find out northwest corner rule. Another two methods are there. That another method that is called as a least cost method, and third one it is called as a VAM. VAM means VAM, invented by that German mathematician called as a Vogel's approximation method. But just I have told you it is in the given in the matrix form is there. Means matrix form, or else it is also called as a tabular form. Nature of that problem will be in this manners. Actually, first to follow this meaning of this table. What is meaning of this table? You are given that these are the sources. Means from these goods to be transported to different destination D1, D2, D3 and D4 and so on. Last column indicates supply is there. Last row indicates demand is there. Now here what this 4 indicates? It indicates the cost to transport that goods from S1 to D1, means it takes that cost rupees 4 per unit. Similarly, to transport that goods from S3 to D2, it takes the cost rupees 7 per unit and so on. Now, one of the most important thing in this one, that is why this is called a balanced problem is there. If summation of supply and summation of demand, if it is equal, then this is called as a balanced problem. Now see that 12 plus 8 plus 10 means it is 30. 9 plus 8 means that is 17, plus 6 means 23, plus 7 means 30. Now this problem is a balanced problem. Now take into consideration this cell. This cell is called as a northwest corner cell. So that's why this problem is called as a northwest corner rule. Now from this we have to start the problem, and we have to make this end at this cell. This cell is called as a southeast corner cell. Now see here, concentrate on this cell. Now for this cell, that is 4 and 9 and 12. In these three numbers, see that here we have to write down that number, which one is minimum from demand and supply. Now from 12 and 9, which one is minimum? 9 is minimum. So write down that 9 here. It is to be written always in bracket. So where what bracket number were written here, this is called as a allocations. and in which cell this we have made that allocation. This cell is called as a allocated cell. Now by writing this, what happens? Out of 12, 9 are allocated, means what remains? Here remains, that is 3. It is written in this format. But by writing that 9, this demand condition is satisfied, means summation of bracket number, if it comes 9, then this condition is satisfied, then this is called as a rim condition. Now we have to put line over this, means what is meaning of this one? These cells to be not to be taken for further consideration. Now where we have made that allocations are there, that is 9 is the allocation, means last allocated cell. Now see that it's neighboring cell of 9. Which one is neighboring cell? Now 6. Now here we have to make that allocations. But for this 6, now see that 8 and 3, out of these two numbers, which one is minimum is there? Minimum number is to be written here, that is 3. Out of 8, 3 are allocated, means what remains now here? It is 5 is remains. Now see here, summation of bracket number, it is 12, means supply condition satisfied. So put line over this, means these cells not to be taken for further allocations. Now where we have made that last allocation is there, then near to that last allocation enter in neighboring cell. This is the neighboring cell. Now for this cell, see the demand and corresponding supply. Out of 8 and 5, which one is minimum is there? 5 is minimum, so write down that 5 here. Means out of 8, 5 are allocated. Now what remains here? Now it is 3. By writing that 3, but here bracket numbers, summation of bracket number, it comes 8, means this condition satisfied. Put line over this. Now enter in the neighboring cell of last allocated cell, means this is the cell corresponding to this 6 and 3. Which one is minimum is there? 3. Write down that 3 here. Means out of 6, 3 are allocated, now remains now 3. Now again see that 5 and 8, 3, summation of 5 and 3, it is now 8, means put line that over this one. Now by writing that 3, out of 6, 3 are allocated, enter into neighboring cell. Now this is the cell corresponding to this cell. 3 and 10 is the balance is there. Out of 3 and 10, which one is minimum? That is to be written here. Means by writing that 3 here, out of 10, 3 are allocated, means now here remains, that is 7. Now see here, summation of bracket number is 6, means this condition is satisfied. Basically when demand and supply condition is satisfied, then this condition is called as a rim condition. Rim means Reliance India Mobile. You don't take this as such a type of meaning of this one. Now last sale is considered here. Just I have told you, that is we have to start the allocation from this and make end at this. Now at last sale you check that whether corresponding demand and corresponding supply, these two numbers are equal or not. If these two numbers are equal, then what activities we have adopted till now, all these activities are now correct. Means now here it is 7, here it is 7. Now we have to make that allocation 7. By writing that 7, summation of bracket number, it is now 10. So put line over this one. Similarly, bracket number is satisfied. So write, put line on this one is there. Now here what we have obtained is there. Now from this we have to find out that initial basic feasible solution. Means here we have to find out transportation cost, we have to find out. And for that transportation cost, what cost you will get it, that cost is called as a initial basic feasible solution. Now but how to find out that cost? Now take into consideration that number which are allocations are there. 4 into 9, 6 into 3, 9 into 5, 5 into 3, 9 into 3, 5 into 7, and so on. Now take product of this and make summation of this one. By summation of this one, what we are getting this one, it is called as a initial basic feasible solution. So it is abbreviation, though it is written as in small letters IBFS. Now take that product of allocated cells and write down here, that is called as a transportation cost. 4 into 9 plus 6 into 3 plus 9 into 5 plus 5 into 3 plus 9 into 3 plus 5 into 7. Now take that product of these numbers. So what we are getting then, 4 9s are 36, 6 3s are 18, 9 5s are 45, 5 threes are 15, 9 threes are 27, 5 7 are 35. Make addition of all these numbers. So what we are getting this one, it is called as a, it is that cost will be 176. What this indicates? So it takes rupees 176 to transport a certain goods from source to destination by fulfilling the conditions of supply and demand. Now, what this cost is there, that will be the minimum cost to transport the goods from source to destination. Now, what this problem we have seen, this is a balanced problem is there. But what is meaning of unbalanced problem? If unbalanced problem is there, how to solve that unbalanced problem is there? We'll see it in next video. So what you have captured from this one, so I will give that vote of thanks to you. So thanks, and we'll meet in next video. Thank you.